Hey guys, this is Dustin with Top Deck, and today we're going to be getting into a scrap Orcust deck profile. Now, this deck got a huge boost not only from dual overload, but also Eternity Code coming out. So with cards like Lib, and then and obviously Needle Fiber helping out, as well as Union Carrier, and then in Eternity Code we've got Mech Knight Gear Suit coming out, which is going to be a huge buff for this deck. Now, I'd like to argue that this deck is tier 1 now, especially with all the new support. Because this deck did die off for quite a while there, but I think going into the new format here, this deck has a strong combat against Eldritch just because of how much it can banish and the interruption it's got. This one, as far as grinding out, as far as resources goes, this one combats Eldritch good. I'm not saying that it can outgrind Eldritch in any way, but it's a good deck to combat it though. So, without further ado, guys, let's get into that deck profile. So I'm going to go, I'm not going to get into too much detail about all of the, like the Orcust cards and stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure everybody knows what they do. So, as far as the numbers go, we're going to be playing 3 Nightmare, which is one of your first extenders for your Orcust plays. This one you definitely want to play at 3. And then you want to play 2 Skeleton. Play 2 World Wand. And then you want to play 1 Brass Bombard and 1 Gizmek. That's the Orcust lineup that I use. I think that's pretty standard, honestly, in a lot of builds. So, I mean, use it off your own judgment, but I think those numbers are pretty solid. And then obviously once we have, Mech Knight Gear Suit, you can side in, because that'll be a card that you're going to want to play at 3. So I can go at the end of the video and let you know what I would be taking out to put him in the deck. So that's it for the Orcust lineup, guys. As far as the scraps go, we're going to be playing 3 Scrap Recycler. This card is ridiculous in this deck. It's it's not a hard once per turn either, so that's really nice. You can just send any of your machine monsters right to the graveyard. So, like I said, he's a soft once per turn, so you can keep using him over and over. So that's real nice. So you want to play 3 Recycler. You want to play the 1 Golem. He's about the only brick in your deck, honestly. But you've got to play him for your scrap combos. And then I also choose to play 2 Jet Synchron. Now he's an extender as well as a starter, because you can normal summon this card in start off combo. So that's why I play him at 2. I don't want to really play him at 3. I don't want to see him that much, but he's easy to get out on the field. But if you draw him and you need a normal summon, you can at least go into combos with him. So that's really nice. So it's going to pretty much wrap it up for the the scrap engine here, but I do play another target here. Play an Olion, just in case you may not have a you need an extender but you don't have something to discard for Jet Synchron. So he's just a free token back. So I play one Olion, and then also play 1 Armageddon Knight. He's a good 1-of, so helps you drop a dark monster in your graveyard. So he's another starter for you, he's also not a hard once per turn, so that's really nice. Now just going into additional extenders into the deck, I do play 3 Dangers. I play the Nessie, the Jack, and the Snake. I don't play Mothman. I don't want to give my opponent any advantage. I know it can help you, but it also helps your opponent too, and drawing a card and discarding 1, especially with Eldritch running around and everything. I just do not want to help out my opponent at all. So I'm just going to play the 3 ones that are always usually a guaranteed body on board. So, or it just helps me discard out of my hand as well. So those are really nice in the deck, and it helps you draw through it. So very nice. And then I do keep the Destruction Sword lock in here. Just for some additional disruption, honestly. I figured why not use it right now, but it's probably going to get banned soon, so I figured you might as well use it just for an additional disruption in the deck, because it is really not hard to throw that out there. So, like I said, you don't have to play that in there, though. Now, onto some hand traps. I play 3 DD Crow. I think he's going to be your main hand trap for this format, considering Eldritch running around and, you know, it can stop Animancipator, so you banish in the key combo pieces, so he's real good, and he's dark because we play Lure Darkness in this build, so he's a dark target too, which is really nice. So I think banishing from the graveyard is going to be key in this, you know, in this current format with what decks are running around at top tier. So then I choose to play only 2 Ash Blossom. I don't want to open up doubles in my hand, so I play this at 2. You know, it's nice, it hits everything, so I play 2 Ash. Alright, on to the spells, guys. Just to continue kind of on, you know, graveyard banishing, I do play 2 Called by the Grave. Along with DD Crow and these, you know, it also helps protect our starters, so that's nice too. And then banishing anything in the graveyard is really nice to stop your opponent. So, like I said, I think these kind of cards are going to be really, really strong in this format. So, now into some drawing power for the deck. We do play Allure Darkness. You know, this card just works perfect in the deck. You play so many dark targets, and banishing, you know, your Orcust cards or anything like that is just, it's strong. So definitely play. It's like a free pot of greed for you. Then I choose to play 2 Orchestrated Return. I don't think playing 3 is really necessary because you can search it out if you really need it. Maybe when Mech Knight Gearsuit comes out, because you'll have a lot more targets for it. So I don't know, that's something to consider, but definitely play it at 2 though. And then on to some of just the one-ofs. Play 1 Foolish Burial. Obviously you shouldn't have to explain this card, really nice. Play the 1 World Legacy Succession for the lid plays. I'm thinking about running the counter trap in here too for another World Legacy card. You know, just to have access to either one of them. It's kind of nice, but it's used for an extender. I do play 1 Monster Reborn. Gosh, I don't remember last time I've used Monster Reborn in any of my builds, but it kind of helps going through some of your combos, so it's not too bad. But this would be the first card I side out, or maybe switch for something else. But it's still really nice. It can really come in clutch. So, and for the last spell, 1 Orchestrated Babel. Of course, we're playing Babel, so really nice. Now onto some of the traps here, guys. I play 1 Crescendo. I did have this at 2, but I dropped 1 out because it's not really that bad to open up, honestly. You know, having a Omni Negate is just really not bad at all to open up, especially right now. So, I play it at 1 right now. And for the last 2 cards in the main deck, traps, I play Dynamiscus. Now I've got multiple purposes for this card. I really like this card. For one, it discards out of the hand, which can be extremely helpful. It banishes any card, so this can out Mystic Mine, you can get rid of Eldritch. I mean, it can help with so many things. So, and I choose to play it at 2 because I do want to see this card, especially when I'm coming into a clutch match where I need to get rid of something that's super problematic, you know, aka like Mystic Mine, or, you know, getting rid of an Eldritch. Like, I mean, that is the whole thing. So many people playing Eldritch right now, and, you know, if they don't have Eldritch on the field, then you know, their plays are pretty much useless. All their traps are useless, so if you can get them off the field, you know, it's not hard for this deck to OTK in 1 turn. So that's really, I play a lot of cards that get stuff banished out of the graveyard or just banished in general. I just think that's the strong part of this format right now. So, you know, that's it for the main deck. Clean 40 like I normally do. Now, let's get into the extra deck. I choose to play 1 Anima. You can play Linkuriboh. It's really perfect preference. Honestly, you probably should be playing Linkuriboh because I play Olion in the case you need to link 1 for that and you can't use him for token, but you know what I mean? I like Anima. So I play 1 of him, and then I play 2 Galatea. I really kind of want to bump this up to 3 again, honestly, because it does come up. But for now, I have it at 2, you know. And I got the nice alties for you guys, so. now play the one Union Carrier. He just helps put that Destruction Sword out, or just to get any card out I need to get really into the graveyard. Honestly, I attach it and link it off. It's nice, you know. But you can't do it for him. You can't link him off. That's the only problem with that card, honestly. So you can't link him off the turn he's out. Then we play one Christian. He's nice for your combos, gets your Jet Synchron out or your O-Lion. You know, I just use him to link climb. I don't keep any targets in the deck for this build at all. So I just play him to link climb, honestly. So we'll play the one Lib. She's really nice. You know, she's part of the key combo. You know, being able to shuffle a card back into the deck and set a World Legacy card, really nice. This works so good in this deck. This card is great. Play one IP Masquerena. We like playing on their turn. That's kind of like so this whole deck's go abouts is just playing around on their turn is really nice. So play one IP. We have the Scrap Wyvern for the scrap plays. This card is really nice in the deck. The whole scrap engine is just ridiculous in this deck. So play one Wyvern. All right, and that is that'll do it for the Link 2s. Now going into some of the 3s, play Longirsu. I'm not so sure that I'll be honest, this extra deck was super tight, and honestly, like, I almost cut this card a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. You know, getting rid of the Link monster is nice and everything, but like I think I'd almost rather play 3 Galatea than 2 and 1 of him. I don't know. We're gonna kind of see how this format goes, but I do play one of them for now. Play the one Nightmare Unicorn, just to shuffle back any problematic card off IP. Really nice, and if you use it with Lib, you could potentially get 2 cards off the field. That's really nice. So on to the Link 4s. We obviously play Zoroboros. This card is disgusting against Eldritch. You can banish a lot. They've really got to watch out when you put this card on the field. You know, but this is key, you know, because it banishes. It just doesn't send to the graveyard, which they can still combo off. You know, this one banishes, so this one's really nice. So definitely be playing him right now. And then going first negates, Appaloosa. I mean, it's Appaloosa. I mean, I shouldn't really have to explain this card. And then also Boral Sword. Sorry about the ulti. I got the I have my secret and another deck. I honestly forgot to pull it out before the deck profile, so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, one Boral Sword, just OTK. So, and then into the Xyz, two Dingirsu. Self-explanatory, guys. So yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Yeah, like I said, I think this deck is really strong going into this format against you know, what the top decks are, without so many outlets running around and stuff like that. You know, this deck combats and grinds with it very well. You know, like I said, Eldritch can out-resource it, definitely, but Orcust can grind right along with it and, you know, banish so much stuff and, you know, sneak in for the OTK. You know, it's nothing for this deck to be able to banish an Eldritch or just get it off the field and OTK in one turn. So it's really strong. So I definitely consider playing around with this deck, especially with the new support it's getting. So the only problem is this, you know, it's not all that budget because of some of the cards in the extra deck, but you know, as far as main deck goes, I mean, it's honestly pretty cheap. So it's definitely a good tier 1 deck to be able to pick up for a decent price. And you don't have to play Appaloosa. It's just smart too for your going one turn. So, but hey guys, thanks for watching. You know, if you like my content, you know, please like, comment, subscribe would be very much appreciated. You know, I'm going to be pumping out some more deck profiles. Speaking of Eldritch, I'm going to be, my next couple of videos are going to be the variants. I'm going to be doing the Invoked Eldritch and then just pure Eldritch. And I've also thought about maybe putting out like the Zombie World Eldritch, but I don't know how much popularity that one really has. So, but I am going to be putting those ones out here, you know, within the next week or so. Yeah. So, But like I said, if you guys are liking my content, please like, comment, subscribe. It's really appreciated, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.